Today on Golf Destination, big news from the island of Bermuda as the Goslings Invitational is set to return. We'll take a look at the courses on Bermuda, plus we'll get a teaching tip and visit a 4-season private club with a stay-and-play option for the public. All of that and more next. Hello and welcome to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Corman. Today we have some great news. The Goslings Invitational on the island of Bermuda returns, and it looks to be better than ever. Let's learn more about this great event.
The Goslings family is excited to bring back the Goslings Invitational to the wonderful island of Bermuda. As international travel is now normalized, we're ecstatic to bring back old players and welcome new ones and their spouses for a world-famous Bermudian hospitality the week of November 27 through 30. The Goslings Invitational Championship Week kind of rolls out like this. Monday, everyone arrives. We have a pro-am where all the amateurs get to play with the professionals that are competing for a minimum $60,000 purse, and then followed up by a welcome party and player gifting at 1609 at the Hamilton Princess, the host hotel for the Goslings Invitational. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, roll into rounds 1 and 2 at the famous Mid-Ocean Golf Club and Belmont Hills Golf Club. On Wednesday, we'll be having a players party with spouses and guests at the famous Mid-Ocean Club Beach Club. And then we'll rotate right back to Port Royal for the final round, and then followed by a championship awards night and dinner by Bella Vista at Port Royal Golf Course. The unique thing about the Goslings Invitational is you get professionals from all over the world, past PGA Tour players, future Champions Tour players, and your favorite golf professionals around the world. Also, we see tons of top-ranked amateurs battling for world amateur ranking points, and your 10 handicap that's going on his golf trip to see the world-famous Mid-Ocean Club, a PGA Tour stop in Port Royal Golf Club, and then Belmont Hills, the traditional host facility of this event for 40+ years. If you're new to the Goslings Invitational and would like to request an invitation into this year's championship, please email me at robbie@championgolfgroupllc.com. All players, professional and amateurs, can expect a week of competition and camaraderie, an elevated player gifting package, wonderful accommodations at the Hamilton Princess, and of course, Bermudian hospitality. If I was going to play in one tournament this year or travel to one destination, this would be the event that I play in on Bermuda.
Bermuda boasts the most golf courses per capita in the world, and the Goslings Invitational uses nearly all of them. So if you decide to play, here are a couple of courses you will be teeing it up at. The Goslings Invitational is contested over 3 courses on the beautiful island of Bermuda. Port Royal Golf Course was for years the host of the PGA Grand Slam and is also the host of the PGA Tour's Butterfield Bermuda Championship. This fantastic track will take your breath away as you marvel at the incredible vistas while you play. This unique property offers dramatic elevation changes and breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean. The front 9 has some unique holes. The par 3 third hole is a short hole over water, and wind is a factor. The 6th is a short par 4. Driver isn't necessary. The approach is to an elevated green, so choose more club. The 8th is a mid to long iron to a green framed by the Atlantic Ocean. The back 9 is a demanding test of golf. It really starts at the uphill par 4 14th. Don't be left on your drive or it's gone. The 15th is a dogleg right short par 4 that requires a well-placed tee ball. The 16th at Port Royal is an Instagram favorite. This 220-yard par 3 has the Atlantic surf crashing below. If you mishit it, miss right, otherwise your ball is in Davy Jones' locker. 18 is a great finishing hole that is all uphill. Newstead Belmont Hills Golf Course is less than 6,000 yards, but it is probably one of the toughest 5,900-yard golf courses you'll ever play. The local Bermudians love to play here. It features elevation changes and opportunities to make birdies, but with out of bounds on every hole, big numbers await. The course is known for the devilish par 3 fourth hole, measuring less than 100 yards. Don't be fooled, the 3-tiered green is brutal. The 7th hole is a good par 3 of about 175 yards. Water is on the left, OB on the right. The 8th only requires a 200-yard shot off the tee on this par 4. The approach is uphill to a small green. The finishing holes get all of the chatter at the Invitational. 17 is a downhill par 3 with a fantastic view. Club selection is a must because OB is on the left and right. The par 4 18th will make you grip the club a little tighter. It measures only 360 yards, but accuracy off the tee is a must. The green is large and protected by sand. 2 golf courses only miles apart that offer 2 entirely different experiences. To be the Goslings Invitational champion, you will need to conquer them both. Later, we'll take a look at the 3rd course in the tournament, Mid-Ocean. Next, we take a look at another course in the rotation of the Goslings Invitational, the historic Mid-Ocean Club. Plus, while on island, we take a rum tour of Goslings World Headquarters, when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, returns.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca del Cosma, Italian Golf Evolution. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness. The Preserve Sporting Club and Residences. Unparalleled luxury meets the great outdoors. Buca, be original. Robert Graham, be the shout, not the echo. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
For 8 generations, the Goslings family has made it their goal to perfect the art of blending and aging rum. They let go of control of this process and let Mother Nature take the reins on the open ocean. The voyage starts by filling once-used bourbon barrels with a proprietary blend of aged, dark Bermuda rums. The stormy seas and air have an extraordinary effect on the blend. The result, Goslings Spirited Seas, a generous gift from the wild Atlantic Ocean.
Club Benchmarking Capital Reserve Study arms you with a precise chronological roadmap of capital requirements and associated costs. Our process includes a thorough financial analysis, in-depth staff interviews, and an on-site inspection to evaluate, document, and prioritize your club's capital repair and replacement requirements over a rolling 20-year timeline. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
Welcome to the most amenities-rich sporting club in North America, the Preserve. 3,500 splendid acres. Come stay at the Preserve's hotel with its dazzling 5 stars. Come dine in a magical hobbit house. Come play shooting sports indoor and out, championship golf, horseback adventures, and so much more. You deserve the Preserve. Book your ultimate luxury experience today.
Hey. Wait. Hats? They're all wearing hats? What are you doing with this stupid visor? You just bought the visor because you thought people at places like this wear visors. Turns out they don't. No one wears visors. They're wearing hats. You are the only one wearing a visor.
Avidia Bank can't make you comfortable with your golf outfit, but we can make you comfortable with your financial life.
I like hat.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Meredith Gorman. The Mid-Ocean Club on Bermuda is a historic golf course that boasts legendary golf holes, a rich history, and Bermuda spirit. Let's learn more about this iconic course. The Mid-Ocean Club was designed by Charles Blair McDonald along with Seth Rayner. When you walk onto the property, you immediately feel the history and grandeur, much like you do when you step on other iconic courses across the globe. It has entertained presidents, prime ministers, and dignitaries from around the globe. The pink clubhouse is as recognizable as any clubhouse in the world. It looks out towards the Atlantic's blue-green waters. The beach club for members and guests is in an idyllic setting, and the club has activities including tennis, but it's the golf course which Mid-Ocean is known for. Mid-Ocean has challenging and legendary holes throughout its layout, which is set upon an amazing piece of property with stunning elevation changes. The Atlantic breezes can wreak havoc with your round, turning the most benign hole into a terror. The elements are always a key factor when you tee it up at the Mid-Ocean Club. The fifth hole is a cape hole that was once described by Sam Snead as one of the great par 4s in the world. The par 3 13th is a world-renowned hole that tips out at 238 yards, but it is the Biarritz green that is known for its deep swell that bisects the green. The closing holes are along the Atlantic, and it is the perfect ending to a fantastic day. You need a member to get you on, or you can simply participate in the Goslings Invitational to check off one of the top 100 golf courses as being played on your golfing bucket list. Now let's go back into the golf destination archives and look at the recap of the 2016 Goslings Invitational before Mid-Ocean was in the rotation, and when a historic round turned into a disaster.
The 50th edition of the Goslings Invitational teed off at Newstead Belmont Hills Golf Course. The wind was calm for the better part of the day, lending itself to good scoring conditions. One person who took advantage of these conditions was Canadian PGA member Danny King, who shot a tournament and course record 58, 12 under par. The third day of the Goslings Invitational saw the tournament move to the par 71 Port Royal Golf Club. Before the start of day 3, Danny King, who shot an opening round of 58, withdrew from the tournament after signing an incorrect scorecard on day 2. Overnight leader Dave Wetlaufer would have a difficult day, making no birdies on his round. Kurt Hannefeld, a past champion, carded a 3 under 68 to put him 2 shots back at 4 under. The final round of the Goslings Invitational had plenty of drama and tough conditions with wind blowing 25 knots. The final group featured Dave Wetlaufer at -6, Kurt Hannefeld at -4, and Zach Bird at even. On the back 9, the wind picked up and Wetlaufer increased his lead to -7. The par 4 15 became pivotal as Bird would lose his approach shot and take 7. Hannefeld would miss his putt for bogey and Wetlaufer escaped with bogey. Wetlaufer played for bogey the rest of the day as he had a cushion of 4 shots, and he would win in difficult conditions.
The last 4 holes, when the wind's blowing, sometimes bogey's not a bad score, and I had a lead, so I could afford to make my own bogeys as well, so it was enough to win.
At the end, Malcolm Gosling couldn't be happier about the annual Goslings Invitational.
It was a fantastic 5 days. Great social events every night. The golf was tremendous, but we're all in great shape. Belmont Hills was in great shape. We have an awesome champion in David, and got really close coming down to the end. Quite exciting.
Congratulations to Dave Wetlaufer, the 2016 Goslings Invitational champion.
In between rounds while on Bermuda, a rum tour of Goslings World Headquarters is a great way to learn how they've been making rum since 1806.
The Dark and Stormy is a global phenomenon right now. It's a very popular cocktail all over the world. What we want to reinforce is the mixability of Goslings Black Seal Rum. It's not just for Dark and Stormies. You can create a world of delicious cocktails with it. Donald Street is the head office. So here we have all of our accounting, our sales team, marketing team, all upstairs. It's also the main warehouse where we store all of the product that we sell locally. So not just Goslings rum, but all the wines and spirits that Goslings has been importing for over 2 centuries. So everything's stored right here and distributed all around the island, as well as our blending and bottling facility where we bottle all the product for the domestic market here in Bermuda. We're very privileged to be hosting 20 bartenders from the UK. They're going to get a chance to get a behind-the-scenes tour of what we do here at Goslings. They learn about how old the rums are aging in the barrels, how the blending process works, and what we do for bottling here in Bermuda. We provide a little food because you got to have some nourishment if you're going to enjoy rum, and it just gives the guys a chance to just enjoy the premises, network with our brand ambassadors, and just get a good feel for Bermuda and our hospitality. The legacy, the history, it's fascinating. It's all right here, right in front of their eyes, and then they get to taste, which is that's the best part.
Coming up, we meet the golf ball extraordinaire on Bermuda. Plus, we help you with your chipping when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, returns.
For 8 generations, the Goslings family has made it their goal to perfect the art of blending and aging rum. For the first time, they let go of control of this process and let Mother Nature take the reins on the open ocean. The voyage starts by filling once-used bourbon barrels with a proprietary blend of aged dark Bermuda rums. The barrels are loaded onto the MV Oleander, and the rum ages for another year at sea, traveling back and forth from Bermuda to the mid-Atlantic. Extreme changes in temperature force the wooden barrels to expand in warmer climates and contract in colder temperatures. The rum interacts with the charred American white oak over every wave and change in weather, extracting all the barrel's flavor. The result is an elegant and complex rum with an oaky nose, hints of salted caramel, and luscious spice for a smooth finish. Goslings Spirited Seas, a generous gift from the wild Atlantic Ocean.
Club benchmarking capital reserve study arms you with a precise chronological roadmap of capital requirements and associated costs. Our process includes a thorough financial analysis, in-depth staff interviews, and an on-site inspection to evaluate, document, and prioritize your club's capital repair and replacement requirements over a rolling 20-year timeline. Club benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership. Club benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Gorman. Several years back, we had the opportunity to meet the golf ball extraordinaire on Bermuda. His business is booming with mishit shots.
Hi, it's Keith, the golf ball extraordinaire. When you need them balls, Pro Vs, TaylorMades, TP5s, come see me at the hill, number 440 at the Belmont Hills. Golf balls, everything you might need. And I've been doing it for like 15 odd years. My whole life I grew up doing it, then I stopped, then I took it to another level. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And I don't do no pond or water bowls. No pond or water. All these are literally found in the trees. In a week, I average, like I said, 7,000 to 10,000 bowls, and out of that, about 3,000 be good. Mondays, I tend to go out on a Monday or a Wednesday and gather bowls. Mondays, I'll do a full day. But in the afternoon, I'll go get bowls, and you'll find a bowl like this here. To the average eye, it might be pristine, but it might just have that one little blemish in it, but I wouldn't sell it. Trash. They use it for practice. But it's amazing, the amount of bowls that I find in a week. I got 2 other guys at the other courses that look for bowls, but they tend to drink a lot, and they don't go into the trees, so they just do the French. But I will go deep And you know, with the new equipment, the balls go deeper. We have all my throwaway balls from the under the golf ones that I was out. Anything that might be damaged, slightly damaged or bruised, I tend to throw it away. I only keep the pristine balls, and this is accumulated in 2 weeks from all the courses in Bermuda. And having knocked off, on a general week, I might find 6,000 to 7,000 balls, and out of that, a third of them will be good. Keith, Keith, Joquin, Joaquin, ball extraordinary.
Now, if you don't want to lose so many balls, teaching professional Christina Ricci has a tip on a better way to chip.
Hey guys, Christina Ricci. If you want more pars but you're struggling with your shots around the green, let's make sure you're actually releasing the shaft. I'm seeing a lot of this lately, where players are just kind of holding their angles through the shot, and then they're using their body to try to get the ball up in the air. Instead, you got to let the shaft release. So what I mean by that is you got to let it straighten. All right, so as you come through, you got to let it straighten. All right, you don't want to hold your angles through the shot here. Let the shaft release. So you're essentially just returning it right back to address position. All right, so players that hold on have this kind of look, where they're kind of dragging the handle through, and they're not letting the club release. So let the club fall. All right, and that's going to really help you with your chipping if you're one that holds on to it. All right, so whether it's off a tight lie or here in the rough, we're going to let the shaft release. When you're in the rough, if it's sitting deep, you're going to want to add a little more hinge. If it's thick rough, this is thick. Even though it's sitting pretty, it's thick. Now, that was good. Real good. All right, so I let the shaft release. Boom. Boom. I didn't drag. All right, there's a big difference there. When the ball's in the rough and it's sitting down a little, or it's the grass is super dense, we're going to add a little hinge and then release the shaft right down. Just like that. That was good.
Still ahead, we take a tour of one of the newest offerings in New England for stay and play packages when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, returns.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Meredith Gorman. The Preserve Sporting Club and Residences is a 4-season private club, but it does offer stay and play packages with access to amazing activities on property, including golf. Set high above the sprawling Preserve campus, the 4-story Hilltop Lodge features 18 residential-style elegant suites, stunning views of the property, and the O-Spa. Inspired by nature, the architects have artfully incorporated into 18 luxury residences stone and wood open floor plans. Generously proportioned interiors are designed to accommodate entertaining on scales from intimate to grand and come in 1, 2, and 3-bedroom configurations. All feature custom cabinets, granite counters, gourmet kitchens, and top-tier appliances, as well as stylish interiors and luxury finishes throughout. Top-floor homes offer vaulted ceilings inspired by post and beam construction. The Hilltop Lodge houses the O-Spa, and it also has its own unique pool. These elegantly rustic homes feature effortless one-level living, complete with a central elevator that takes you from the welcoming lobby to each of the Hilltop's 3 floors. Ground level residents boast private patios that extend your living space into the outdoors you so cherish, while spacious balconies provide the same opportunities for upper level homes. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Golf Destination. We hope you enjoyed today's show, and we'll see you next time.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda, Dare to be Happy, Duca del Cosma, Italian Golf Evolution, Avidia Bank, Honest to Goodness, the Preserve Sporting Club and Residences, Unparalleled Luxury meets the great outdoors, Buca, be original, Robert Graham, be the shout, not the echo, Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.